Okay. Hey guys. Um Man, it's been a while since I've talked to you. A little over a year maybe. Um I'm gonna try to keep myself composed as best as I can. One of the hardest things to talk about. Okay, so earlier on my Facebook page I made a post about my sexuality. Um I know in the past on my channel I don't know, probably hinted here and there. Um okay. So I was not born with the feeling. I'm bisexual, but I was not born with that feeling. It was something I was not born with. Um, it was a result of trauma. Well, one of the results anyway. Um, from the ages of 6 to 10 years old, somebody that I was close with, somebody in my family, I'm not gonna say who they are, started molesting me. And of course, at the age of 6, you don't really understand the those things that you're going through. When I was 10 years old, my parents put me and my siblings in therapy. And I remember this like it was yesterday. My therapist asked me, "What's wrong?" And being 10 years old, you still don't really know what's going on. I told him that me and that person were just playing games. And he wanted me to elaborate a little bit, and I told him, and he's like, okay. Well, there's gonna be some things happening, and I'm not gonna get into that, but not even 6 months before I came out with that, there was another man. He also molested me too. I think one of the hardest topics to talk about nowadays, or has been for a long time, probably since the beginning of time, is people talking about sexual abuse or any type of abuse. Even right now, I'm getting all them flashbacks. But the other person that molested me before I came out with what happened, I didn't say anything for many years. I was about 20 years old when I said something to somebody. But the first person that molested me repeatedly. Passed away before I could really talk to him about it. There were so many why questions. But unfortunately, couldn't ask him. When I was about 15, I started having feelings towards men. And I was raised in a religious background. So growing up, we were taught that being gay, bisexual, and all that, is a sin. Everybody sins every day. Well, for about 3 or 4 years, I tried so hard to push those feelings away. Because the way I was raised, since I was 19, I was in relationships. Well, I was in 2 relationships at that age with men. And both of them didn't turn out very good. They both took advantage of me. But yet I still after everything that I've been through with men, still can't figure out why I have those feelings. My dad was a pastor. And to be honest, he was one of the last people, if at all, that I wanted to tell. But when I found out he had cancer and something in me was just telling me he didn't have long before we even knew, I told him and my mom. Well, it turns out they've known for a long time. And yeah. And I'm not gonna edit. Oh, I can't even talk. I'm not gonna edit any of this. I honestly, I don't care if I get any negative feedback from this. I'm kind of hoping I don't, but if I do, oh well, I don't care. This is one of the hardest topics that there was ever created to talk about, and it shouldn't have been created. Any type of abuse can cause rippling effects. It took me 3 years to even trust my stepdad. Even now, I still have a guard up. I've been through physical, emotional, and sexual abuse with men. When I was in high school, when I had to use the bathroom, when I went to the bathroom at school, which wasn't very often, I would hold it for 7 hours. 7 hours. That's a long time. It can be dangerous. But during class was when I went. And if I went to a bathroom and I knew somebody was in there, I would walk across the school. And if somebody was in the other bathroom, I'd go to the other one. And if somebody was in there, I didn't go. It didn't matter if I was sick or not. I've been through therapy so many times, and now that I'm older, it's starting to get to the point where I'm starting to let this stuff, I guess you could call it, I don't even know what to call it anymore. But can't even use public restrooms. Shoot, when I went to Winter Jam, it's a Christian concert, back in 2013. I went in the bathroom, it was crowded. Couldn't go. Had to hold it. This is no joke. And I know everyone goes through these things differently. And I'm not looking for attention. I just want to tell you guys a little bit of my life story. And when people tell me that I need to love again, that I need to forgive them, I have forgiven them every day, especially when I'm upset with them. Every time I think of them in that way, of those people who abused me in any way, I had to forgive them over and over again. It took me about 3 or 4 years before I could forgive that first person that molested me. And that was one of the hardest things. One of the hardest decisions that I've ever made. And one of the ways that I speak, it may not be verbal, but it's through music. I've been playing the piano since I was 4 years old. I'm 22 years old now. That's 18 years. Someone asked me a while ago if it got to the point where I couldn't play the piano anymore, would I stop? No, I wouldn't. I would do everything I could to make sure I could, still play the piano. I can't imagine my life without music. I just couldn't. Music is one of the greatest therapies out there. If you can't afford to see a therapist or a counselor, or you don't have the transportation, there's other ways. Different ways for therapy. Music. Well, I hope this can help some people with coming out. I know it's a hard subject. And actually, when I came out to my parents, their reactions were a lot better than I thought they would be. Because being raised in a religious background, you hear all these stories about parents beating the crap out of their kids, telling them that they're worthless, and kicking them out to the street to defend themselves. Sorry. For a lot of people that know me know that I don't really talk about this subject much. Not very many people know that I was sexually abused. But yeah. Now you guys know part of my life story. And like I said, I hope this helps some people out there. And just know that you're not alone. Alright. Well, I don't know when the next time that it's going to be that I'm going to talk to you guys. Hopefully more often. It's been I don't even know what to say anymore. It's been a rough road. So, yeah. I'll talk to you guys soon, I promise. And I don't make promises very often. But I did this time. So, alright. Hope you guys, and I don't even want to say enjoy. I don't know what to say or how to tell you guys how to feel about this video. Hopefully it inspires people. Yeah, hopefully it inspires you guys. Alright. Bye.